Hello and welcome to the Bosch kitchen. So today you are in for an absolute treat because today we're going to show you how to make a phenomenal spaghetti bolognese. It's a smoky spaghetti bolognese that uses smoked tofu, which gives it flavour and packs the sauce full of protein. You've probably made spaghetti bolognese time and time again, but this is one worth trying. Let's get into it. First up, we're going to need to heat some olive oil in a pan. Now we're going to add some red onion and a pinch of salt to help that cook quicker. Now you want to stir these red onions around for around about 3 to 4 minutes until they start to caramelise. Now these red onions are looking really good. They've softened considerably and we're currently eking out all of that wonderful natural sweetness that lies within. But obviously, if you're making spaghetti bolognese, you need some pasta, which is what we're going to do right now. Get a nice big pot full of boiling water and pop in a big pinch of salt. Once your water is at a rolling boil, take your spaghetti and pop it in the pan. Now you can take some tongs and move the spaghetti strands around in the water to make sure that they don't stick. Now that spaghetti is going to need about 9 to 11 minutes to cook, and we want to have it a little bit al dente, so now is a perfect time to crack on with the rest of the sauce. To the pan of onions, add some garlic, some basil stems and some sun-dried tomatoes. Stir everything around in the pan so they all come together beautifully. Here I've got the main event. This is smoked tofu and I've crumbled it down between my fingers to make a mince. Stir the smoked tofu in the pan for 1 minute. This is the kind of texture that you're after. It needs to look reasonably dry. That smells super smoky and super delicious. Now it's time to hit it with a little bit more flavour. Vegan red pesto, any will do. Cherry tomatoes. Stir everything around with a wooden spoon to make sure it's all well combined. Look at how good this looks. As you can see, it's quite dry and that's exactly as we want it. But what we don't want to do is let this burn, so make sure you keep on stirring it. That sauce is looking fantastic, but now we need to make it saucy. And we're going to do that with some passata. Stir the passata into the rest of the ingredients to make a really nice, thick, tomatoey sauce. This looks incredible, but we need to pop a lid on it just so it doesn't lose too much moisture. We need to retain a little bit of sauciness. Leave the lid on the pan for 2 to 3 minutes. Give your spaghetti a little bit of a stir. That sauce smells absolutely fantastic and it looks really good too. That on its own would be perfect, but it can be better. And we're going to do that with some kale. Stir your cavolo nero around in the pan. Now that cavolo nero has mixed with that wonderful sauce perfectly. We're almost done, but we need to pop this in, and this is basil. Fold the basil into the rest of the sauce. The smell in this room right now is fantastic. The perfume of basil is just wonderful. Now that sauce is looking really good, but we just need to loosen it with a touch of pasta water. Right then, our pasta is ready, our sauce is ready. Now we need to merge the two together. So there we go, our pasta is in the sauce, and now all we need to do is mix it round with our tongs, making sure that all of those spaghetti strands are really well covered in that fantastically smoky, healthy spaghetti sauce. And there we have it, smoky spaghetti bolognese. It looks absolutely fantastic, it smells wonderful, and now it's high time that we plate up. Look at that. Those flecks of cavolo nero, that really nice dark redness of the sun-dried tomato, and those lumps of smoked tofu. This is a fantastic bowl of pasta. Drizzle over a little bit of balsamic vinegar just to bring the natural flavour of the rocket out, and then sprinkle over some pine nuts for an extra bit of earthy crunch. Oh my goodness, this is a wonderful bowl of food. Smoky spaghetti bolognese. Let's have a nibble. That is absolutely delicious. Takes hardly any time to rustle up. It's packed full of really healthy stuff and the flavours in there are just magnificent. Honestly, if you're a fan of pasta, I strongly urge you to make that as soon as you possibly can. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video because I have thoroughly enjoyed cooking this meal for you. If you've enjoyed the video, let us know in the comments below, and as ever, it has been a huge pleasure, and we shall see you on the next one.